The main thing that has brought me into politics as an individual.
What does this mean to you as a Pan-Africanist?
We have solutions for them and us.
Do you think young people are going to create good leadership?
They think it is right for someone to come, give you whatsoever amount of money, and that at the end of the day, you are voting them in. The next day you are crying that oversight has not been done by a member of parliament. There is no medicine in the hospital. Government workers are not there providing services. Your children are not receiving the UPE, USE that government gives. And the next day it is back to you, the community, lamenting. So you would rather have a person get full accountability by not selling your mandate to them. Someone cannot buy you and at the same time value what you've given them. Secondly,
hello, ladies and gentlemen, greetings and welcome to yet another episode of Muka Podcast. My name is Joseph Rombanyori, your host for this particular episode. Let me take this opportunity to thank each and everybody who always come back to watch, learn, and grow. Thank you so much. This has been on my mind. 85% of people who watch this podcast have not yet subscribed. I'm requesting you for a favor. Subscribe on this channel. Me and my team, we promise you that we'll always bring people who make this show better every single day. This is Muka Podcast.
Thank you so much, Joseph, for the opportunity. My appreciations to Muka Podcast. My name is Komhimbo Roland Nakiki, a teacher of entrepreneurship. I'm a Pan-Africanist, I'm an activist, and I'm an aspiring woman member of parliament for Port Tourism City.
Zooming your life, if somebody meets you on the street, would want to know who is Komhimbo Roland and what have you spent your life doing?
Komhimbo Roland is a young Christian woman. Teaching is a profession that she loves so much because I love seeing myself creating an impact to community development. I have so much passion and zeal to develop in my community. I spent most of my life in Port Tourism City during my time as I grew up as a child. I observed very many things from my community that later made me think of coming into leadership. So I'm very sensitive on things that concern the individuals in our community. For instance, healthy care. I'm very sensitive on our environment preservation. I'm very sensitive on especially the girl child, that how she grows up. I'm very sensitive on our business and the economy. I already told you that I'm a teacher of entrepreneurship. I'm a business person. So my concern while growing up and up to today is about people's livelihood, is about how do we create an impact in our community as individuals.
Oh, that's quite interesting. Uganda holds a big percentage of young people. But now these young people are turning into politics. Starting with you personally, what inspired you to take the journey of taking that step in political leadership space?
I come with the intentions of bridging the gaps that are in our community. The main thing that has brought me into politics as an individual are patriotic reasons. So being a Pan-Africanist, being a patriot, the love I have for my country, and I always tell people that I believe that patriots are still there, especially as the young generation. I see leadership that is going to propel Uganda forward. I see leadership of young people that love their nations, that are going to fight corruption, that are going to see our country develop. What brings me into leadership right now are matters of developing the nation, the city that I love most. I've lived in this city from the day I was born, went to school in this city, worked in this city. So I know the challenges that every citizen living in Potpoto, passive. And I come with solutions, but I still want to assure a person out there who is going to give me their mandate or supporting me when the time reaches that the solutions I have perhaps may not be your actual solution. I come for the people's need. Today, I'm asking for your support. I'm very sure you hear me most of the times use the word we. We meaning I have a group of people. In my slogan, you hear me saying in it so border. That is a rhetorical word meaning yes, we can. Most people normally pose a question and they're asking me, you and who? The actual statement means me and the people that are pushing me to parliament, that are sending me to parliament, a voice that I am carrying. So I am their voice. I feel it's very unjust to exclude them.
You personally, as a Pan-Africanist, we are seeing a massive number of youth engaging in political leadership. What does this mean to you as a Pan-Africanist?
One, I don't know whether the people who are coming into leadership are Pan-Africanists like me. I believe in Africa, we have the most humanitarian ethics. We have the most humanitarian behaviors. Yeah. So when I say as a Pan-Africanist, I mean I'm not living out my culture as an African. Seeing young people come into leadership, I see a generation that is going to be problem solving. We, the young people, have experienced life way different from the lives of our elders. We have solutions for them and us. Perhaps they may have solutions that may not tackle our challenge. We have always had a challenge of unemployment as young people. We know how we can solve that challenge. Reason being, most of our young people are unemployed. Yes. We know the challenge of corruption is affecting us as young people more than any other person. We know that the challenge of poor education services are challenging us as young people. Poor healthy care is challenging us as young people. To mention but a few, I know that we have solutions, hand-based solutions.
Do you think young people are going to create good leadership in your country?
Yeah, they're going to bridge a lot of space in the leadership arena. Reason being, we are young, innovative, and the way we look at the world is very different. The way our parents used to view things is not the way we are viewing things. Our parents perhaps thought after they've taken their children to school, that now this child that is taken to school after completing their university or tertiary institution or anything, that they're in position to afford life. Today, the narrative has changed. A person will finish school 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, or forever when they can't even afford sustaining their own life. Reason being, do we blame that to parents? There could be a number of people that have been lucky, and after school they have really managed to take care of themselves and become successful like how it was planned or how it was predicted. But the biggest number has failed to achieve their intention after school. Reasons being, a white man came and tuned us to a setting of white-collar jobs, and we are not resonating out of that kind of behavior. That the government is implementing the competence-based type of curriculum in school, meaning it is still observing our potential as young people. That in the near future, if this is implemented in higher institutions, we will not have job seekers, but job creators. Considering the fact that we have a 75% in the population, we would love to have the biggest representation. You understand? And I believe we are going to do better. We are going to do recommendable work.
As a Pan-Africanist, you have lived in Africa, identified the problems that African people are facing. How do you see the society's view towards youth participation in politics today?
Of course, there is the number of those that think maybe we are so young and we cannot be leaders. But even in Africa, we have seen young leaders. Leadership starts right away from your home. Leadership starts right away from the bathroom. In that corner where we do not see you, what are you doing? Are you leading yourself properly? Are you a leader when you look at yourself, you, Joseph? When you are alone, are you a leader? Can you recommend yourself? Can you say now yes? Yeah? Because it starts with you. You have to first believe in yourself and know that you are a leader, then you'll come out here to convince us. Because I see some people have not even convinced themselves, but they want to convince us. Yes? So I believe that being a Pan-Africanist, I know that in Africa we have had young leaders who have done a very good job, a very tremendous job. Yes? So society is grooming us. And we are not going to embarrass the people, the Africans out there that are supporting young people into leadership.
Yeah, in Africa, there is the way how, when we are young, how we were treated. Like a boy, prove that this is a real man. Those people in the Africa traditional society, they used to take them to forest for hunting and they make sure they run away from that person. So if that person could recognize the way and comes back home, they would consider that boy, he has turned into a man.
Does.
Yes. Now, straight to the point, our parents, you think have they done what it takes to prepare these young people, the youth, into politics?
Partly, well, for me, I would say, because you're seeing a very big number of young people coming into politics. Last time I was on TV, I heard someone saying, politics is the biggest paying job now, that you should embrace it. But if people are coming in politics with this kind of mentality, politics, I would say it entails two things. It is work and it is leadership. You understand? So that's why I'm saying that, like I already told you, that someone is a leader and everyone is a leader. So it is up to you to choose whether you are good or bad leader. Yes, and that is you who knows. For us, we don't know. I've given you an example. How do you know? In your small corridors, in your bedroom, in the bathroom, on the road, anywhere that we are at. Do you do the right thing? Do you lead yourself properly? So after knowing that you are a good leader, you'll come to us. Sometimes that may evolve your grooming at home. How did your parents groom you? Have they groomed you to be a good leader? Yes? So, like you said that young people, do you think their parents have groomed them properly? Maybe they have, maybe they have not. So I know, me, myself, my parents have groomed me well. And I believe in any position I stand in, or any place, the people at my village, my parents, my family would be the first people to rally behind me because they know the type of leader I am. I always tell people that for me, I began being a leader the day I was born. Reason being, I was born a girl, a first girl in 6 boys. So the responsibility which comes with being a girl amidst boys. Yes. So you're playing a mother role at home in the absence of your mother. And that makes you a leader at home. You're cooking, you're mopping, you're washing, you're sweeping, you're taking care of our home. I mean, all that.
Politics in Uganda, in Africa, looks to be very expensive because rallies, organizing here and there. How are you going to handle this?
Joseph, I always tell people that we are the ones who set the pace. Yes, you set the pace, and if you put your bar so low, people will come and use you. You know, over the years, like I said that you see the Patriotic League of Uganda, when we come into leadership, yes, there are certain things I believe that are going to become history. When we come into leadership, there are certain things that are going to become history. Because we do not stand for that. We do not stand for buying votes or voters. Yes, I'm not saying that the government that is there stands for it. No. We, the people, have made that kind of environment. If you say that coming to politics requires one to have that kind of money, don't you think that will bring weak leaders into leadership? Because me, I believe that leadership is not money. Yeah, it's not the wealthiest person that is going to lead. Yeah? No, it's about who is going to present our issues better or best. You understand? It's about who is that person we are trusting. Like, I would really love you to come and pose that question to the community and ask them. They give you responses because it's them who normally ask for money. If I give you anything, it's out of humanity. It's not that I'm trying to buy your vote or I'm trying to buy you to my side, because I believe I carry your best interest. So if you don't want that, ito mruto tugamba iyo wenka nobokozereki oyekotogiri. Me, I come with your best interest. I'm telling you, come on, I'm going to take your voice to parliament. Yeah? I'm going to take your voice to those corridors where decisions are made that affect or get to make an impact to the last citizen of this country. Politics is expensive because I can't say that we've set the bar so high. That is low. Yeah, it would be, how does someone buy your votes? Does someone buy you to work for you? Like, how do I come to you and they give you money because they want to work for you? So communities need to change. We are doing sensitization as young people, as we come into leadership, when we move to communities. When time reaches and we go to communities, we reach the voters, we need to sensitize them. We need to sensitize them, create capacity building in people because there are people who do not know. They think it is right for someone to come, give you whatsoever amount of money, and that at the end of the day, you are voting them in. The next day, you are crying that oversight has not been done by a member of parliament. There is no medicine in the hospital. Government workers are not there providing services. Your children are not receiving the UPE, USE that government gives. And the next day, it is back to you, the community, lamenting. So you would rather have a person get full accountability by not selling your mandate to them. Because you get authority. Imagine you're a boss in a company and every employer that comes. Yeah, because in this case, the people coming to you, asking you to sell them, they are the workers now. Yeah. Now you are the bosses. Yeah. So imagine you're a boss in a company, someone comes to you and they tell you, I have this money, can you give me your work? I want to work for you. That would never make sense. At the end of the day, if you come back and you're asking this person, why has this not been done right? The person will tell you, after all, they will not account the way they would have accounted. They will tell you, after all, I bought my job. I bought space to be here. So you'll feel left out. You'll not have authority to question their misbehaving at any one point. But let's look at these people properly. Let's look at everyone who comes to us pleading for our support. Either those who are very much ready to buy our support. Someone cannot buy you and at the same time value what you've given them. So be very, very vigilant. Look at these people very properly. Let them give you the money. Eat it if it is possible, but do not allow yourselves to be used by these politicians during this time, especially during this time of civilization, where everyone in the world, I'm very happy that there are people, I reach in the communities you reach in and people are telling you, you see, for us, we are not going to sell our mandate. We are not going to sell our votes. We are going to vote the right people into these positions of leadership. Because if it stays like that, that means leadership is going to stay in one position. Abatoro bagamba amagitamba zagamalizanka hapuburukum. Yes, the other people will not get a chance to showcase their leadership in the communities they come in. And these are perhaps very good leaders that cannot manage because they don't have the resources.
Yes, going back to you personally, you are currently aspiring to become a woman member of parliament for Poto Central, that is for Poto Tourism City. Why are you coming on this seat? What do you think the person who has been in that seat has not done that you are trying to do? Do you think also has this person represented the youth and the people in the community?
If this person had done enough, perhaps why would I be coming to stand on her same position? I already told you that there are gaps we need to bridge. And when you ask me whether this person has done enough for the young people, today I'm giving my answer, but I would pose this question to any youth out there living in the same city where I do. I always tell people we normally use this statement several times. You might have also used it something that put yourself in my shoes. Yes?
Yeah.
But sometimes, if you meet a very stubborn person, they might tell you, well, I can't fit in your shoes. So it is very important that your choice of put yourself in my shoes, that the person can fit. Yeah? At that particular time, the person you're speaking about is no longer a you. Yes? So even if you say, maybe the time she was the youth, that is when they knew that actually being a youth after school, you can afford life and all that comes with it after you finished school and got your profession. That was a time. This person doesn't have the experience that we have right now. Yeah? I'm a teacher. I dealt with several young people. I believe I also know their need. Perhaps when I meet them, I tell them that it is different out there, but we want to make a clear path for you. When we're in those positions of decision making, we can decide in a way of creating an easy way for you to maneuver. You know, people are out there trying to make ends meet, especially the young people. They are trying to work hard for their gray hair before it comes, but there are no favorable conditions created by leaders in their areas. Yes? So once I observed that, I decided to come up. And that's why I told you that I come with humanitarian factors. Perhaps anyone out there may be, no, you're coming to work for your stomach, your family, and all that. Yes, I will work for them when I'm there. But your need comes on top of all that. You are the people that are sending me. That would be very unfair if I forgot the people that sent me. Gisana kujaha mulimo, ohewe chikutuwairei, ogenza na msiru wa kulimo.
If the people of Toro trust you with their votes and they send you to Parliament of Uganda, what are those things you want to tackle first?
I always tell my people that I'm looking at Lopik, and I've done this even before. I've taken people when still at the university. I had an initiative as taking people to work abroad without them paying a single koi. I believe these people helped their families to live. Yes, and up to date, I was not a leader. Like I told you that for me, everything is community-based. I work for my community. I work to see my community become better. Even today, we have people benefiting from the Arake project, employed. Yes, the young people who get who earn a living from there. Yes, so my coming will really benefit the community. One, I'm looking at healthy care.
Directly, how are these communities going to benefit?
Them making a decision to send me, what will happen? Unemployment will be solved. Yes, at least a huge part of it. Because if I tell you that more than 100 youths from here, yeah, have benefited, and I've took them abroad to work.
Yes.
Before I came into leadership, I was very young, by the way, by then. Me coming into leadership, I'm looking at solving the problem of unemployment. Yes. Not even taking people abroad. People will work from here. Yes. How can I create big production units in my own area? Because that is what we are lacking.
Yes. How are you going to
As I lobby, you always hear me mentioning of that our leaders have created friendship that is of their own benefit, but they come to us to boost. Oh, I have a friend abroad. I have this friend, my friend, this one. What has your friend done for us? So I'm here to tell you that if I happen, in any case, to make any friendship, that friendship will be for you. Like I've already told you, me having friends abroad, my people had already started benefiting. Going abroad to work without paying a single coin. That kind of labor, in the past years has been the highest source of revenue for the country. Yes. So me coming back to my people, I'm telling you that the challenge of unemployment, it is reduced or minimal.
Yes.
Yeah, because I can't promise, I can't guarantee that it will no longer be there, but at least I believe that the highest percentage will benefit from my program. Secondly, yes, I want to give you examples as I show you the other things.
Yes, before going to second point, still on that.
Joseph, let me finish this. Yes?
Yes.
We had an up-to-cycling project for us when we were still at campus, and I was the initiator. You very well know my commitment to community development through Muka Foundation, trying to preserve the environment, lobbying for trees, doing all that because I'm looking at a better Fort Portal. When I say please join me to transform our city for the better, this is what I mean. I mean for a city that is environmentally preserved. Muka Foundation, a community-based organization that is preserving the environment. We are now staging a campaign of 1 million tree planting in the city. We are trying to see that our tourism city looks like a tourism city indeed. So when I come, if in case you trust me and send me there, the other people will be beneficiaries as well. Today, Fort Portal is benefiting. The other day, the nation will, because you'll have sent me to work for the entire nation. I'll be sitting in a parliament making decisions for the entire nation. After you have put me into this position, of course, you'll see challenges. These challenges that people face in education, they will be minimal because I will do the oversight. As a member of parliament, I'll do the oversight. Of course, I will represent you. I've been telling people that I will fully represent them because I'm from them.
Yes, you're from them.
I'm from them. I know there are challenges. So I believe I know what I will be presenting.
Yes, yeah, sure.
Secondly, yes, infrastructure. You know, when we speak of infrastructure, some people try to minimize it that, a member of parliament cannot construct roads, cannot do this, No, a member of parliament lobbies. does oversight to make sure that these roads that are supposed to be done, to be constructed in time, they are constructed. Challenges of electricity, water. Can you believe that even villages still near town don't have water? They do not have electricity. Yes, I'll give an example. For instance, are you seeing Kitete? If you know Kitete, there's no water, there's no electricity. It is in town. Yes. So I'm telling a local person, yes, any citizen in Fort Portal Tourism City, that I understand your challenges. And these are the challenges that I have gone through as an individual. I always use the term saying exurotarire tikikora tikikusalira. Someone else may come, they have a lot of things to say. Yeah? But if they are not in your shoes, if they haven't experienced what you have experienced, perhaps they may not know the pain.
Yes.
It may even be so hard for them to quickly act on your need because they don't know. Yes. So for me, I come with solutions. And I already told you that I've begun putting solutions in our community even before you trust me. You can trust me. But if it all goes well and you trust me, like I hope that you will, yes, trust me, very many things will change for the better in this city.
You talked of infrastructure. You talked of climate change, how you are planning with Muka Foundation to plant over 1 million trees in Toro region and Uganda at large. Going back to the city, you grew up in Fort Portal Tourism City. What is happening there? Give us the picture of the city. Economically, how are the people living? And how is this city contributing to the economic development of the country Uganda?
We're given a tourism city status. The business community is suffocating. Like I told you, I am a business person. The business community is suffocating. There is a lot of unemployment. We don't have big production units here. For instance, industries, we don't even have skilling hubs. Yeah. We don't have a lot of programs that can employ these young people. Or we don't have industry. Taking a look at our entire city, we don't have big production units here. And for any area to develop, last time I was watching the 20-something years of West Nile. West Nile has over 10 industry. And in Fort Portal, we've had peace for a very long time, yes? 23 years for peace in West Nile. They have over 10 industry. In Fort Portal, we have peace. We have had peace, I think, for 40 years now. Even more than that, but we do not have any industry in our area.
Maybe because of a tourism city?
No. But industries are also part of tourism. If we bought them, that would even bring for us more people. Our main challenge is that we don't have people coming in. Our population is small.
Yes, how are you planning to tackle that?
Lobbying for the city. Can we have industries in this area? I'm very good at making friends, and I told you that my friends will be your friends. Members of parliament.
Yes.
Get trips abroad. How do they use them? Yes? Can I lobby for something more or better than Red of today for my people? Instead of me coming and giving you just the 50,000, 1 million, can I give you, or can I instill in you a way of making that 1 million for yourself today, tomorrow, the other day, and you can sustain yourself?
Yes.
Can we see capacity building in our people? Yeah, that they are no longer job seekers but job creators. Can we see skilling? This is a call maybe to the government. I know it is there listening to me. We also want to benefit from the Office of National Chairman as Fort Portal City. We want these programs to come back to us because we are supporters of the NRM government and we still love you, His Excellency. We want to see, as young people of Fort Portal, we want to see programs from your office being implemented in our area? Yes. Can you help us solve a challenge of unemployment that is increasing in our cities? And secondly, government pledges that have not been fulfilled, can we have them fulfilled? Yes. When I come here, I'm speaking for a group of people. The group of people that subscribe and believe in me as their leader. Today, we are speaking about challenges that the city is facing. We are looking at a very backward economy as a city, looking at a time we have spent being a city, from a municipality city. We're from Greater Kabaroli, na municipality.
You talked of economy.
Different cities have come and they passed us. Don't you think we are a bit reluctant as citizens? Don't you think we need to act and see our city grow? Omuntu omavagamba tuekwatiremu. Nyo nintekereza, like one time, our president came and made a statement that some people felt dissatisfied about, but this statement was, and I believe it should have been an eye-opener to you, a person who is there, that now the system is back to you. It's up to you to choose wisely. He said that we vote for people who are blind, who cannot see. Yes? In actual sense, he didn't say that they are not seeing, like they are real blind. I believe he meant that they are not utilizing the opportunities that are there. We being given a city was one opportunity that we were given. We could use it to our advantage, but perhaps we have it. And the business community, we as business people, we are still crying that the taxes are very high. Why? Because our output is greater than our inputs, which is suffocating us. Some of the business people are running away from business, and if they run away, our city will not develop. Yes? So I'm saying the cost of living for anyone living here is very high. People, you've had things of mental illness. People are becoming mentally disturbed because of such things. Yes, someone has a family, they can't afford to take care of it. They're waking up each and every day working. They are selling. Someday, I met someone in town and he was staying in Kutunda cabbage. Baitu amazima gonyine tinyine ikifuniramu. Nzutunzire bei dodoru zinguzira isaina nuyazirime. You understand? Yes. So they are not benefiting from their sweat.
You personally, how are you going to solve that challenge?
Thank you. I'm looking at lobbying, of course, that is number one thing. They will do oversight. Yeah?
Now, you talk about lobbying.
Make sure there is market for these people, that they're not going to sell. A farmer will wake up one day. They put in the hard work that they can. Yes? And the next day, someone will come and buy their whole garden. The next day, the farmer has got nothing out of it.
Yes.
Yes? I'm saying that can we put conditions for these people that they also benefit from their sweat? No mulimi nawo bwaraba alimiri. Agoboreiremu omusubuzi tiyajja yamurubatira muno amagoba gona no yagatwara. Okay, bain? Kandi n'omusubuzi nawe tumuteere favorable condition. Ngu nawe emisoro tiyaiza nayo isente zona yazitwara. Okay, bain? So the policies that is tukuvaga, the policies that we create for these people, I want to see that at least I can advocate for policies that favor everyone in the market. You understand? That there is market, but still this market is favoring everyone, starting from the farmer, wherever you are. If this market that you're creating is for someone dealing in agriculture. Can we see there are things in this city? Yeah, like I said, that me, I look at lobbying, and me, I'm very good at that. By the way, even from the time I was at school, anywhere I go, yes, the lobbying I do very well. I know that everywhere I go, the lobbying, I do very well. The people who have been with me can be my witness. They know that.
Yes.
If it is business lobbying, I will do to full capacity. Can't you ask yourself, how do I be here in Fort Portal and think of doing trade in Dubai? It's because I can lobby. Yes. I'm looking at seeing industries being placed in our city, and everyone, the skilled and unskilled, are employed. The small businesses are supported. The income is coming in for the city. The government is getting revenue. Yes. I'm looking at, can we see us as leaders advocate for minimum wage for the workers? We are celebrating, yesterday we are celebrating the International Laborers Day. And I spoke about it. We appreciate these workers so much that they are trying to build our country each and every day. They put in efforts to build our nation. Now, as a nation, can we create, because they have challenges that they go through in trying to do this, as a nation, can we create favorable conditions for them to work as they try to build us?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm saying, can someone know the type of salary they are trying to begin from to be paid? Because there are those people that are actually employed, and the employer, they don't even know the type of salary they are going to receive at the end of the month. And because they are too desperate, so Niger, they will come, get employed, yes, and then at the end of the month, the boss will give maybe 50,000, 30. Then today, the boss will give 50,000. The next month, the boss will give 30,000. This person has no right to caution. It's like, oh, the other time he paid 50 or she paid 50. So I think this time it is 38. Oh, he decided to reduce this. They don't have anything trying to protect them as workers. So since you're celebrating the Workers' Month, I would love to inform the workers out there at any level, yes, that I will be your voice because I'm one of you. Yes, I'm a teacher, I have been employed before. We teachers are receiving, especially the arts teachers who are not favored. I plan to be your voice. Can we see how we can talk to government and bargain through the bodies that unite us? Can we try to see how to catalyze that? Because I believe they're already doing that. But I will join them.
As a young Pan-Africanist, we've seen most youth outside there, they are trying to challenge the ruling party. And for you, you're coming on a ticket on a ruling party. Why?
In my conversation with you, you will realize that I have a lot of credit to give to the ruling party. One, it has given us a conducive environment that anyone, because of the peace that prevails, anyone can come up. There is freedom. Yes. It has even given us an opportunity. You're seeing a big number of young people rise to politics. Yes, meaning its leadership is favoring us. Secondly, becoming a Pan-Africanist, I'm picking a leaf from my president himself. Is a Pan-Africanist. Yes. From what he does, he has given us a good take home as young people. He's grooming us as young people. Yes. And personally, myself, I come from a family that has always been NRM, a family that my parents were groomed by the Fronasa people. And after Fronasa, there was Abarwani, yes. My parents themselves are Abarwani. Yes, they fought for this country. They were groomed by the Fronasa people, and then now I'm here, myself subscribing to the Patriotic League of Uganda. I believe that kind of honesty, yes, because them being one in the kind of role that they played, trying to help the guerrilla bush war succeed. But there was that kind of loyalty that they built. Yes. And I believe them themselves played a leadership role in that position. Because by the time they were trusted by the guerrilla bush war battalions, that meant that there was that kind of loyalty. They loved their country before us. So me, all that I do, I'm picking from them. Yeah, they left good seeds for us to take our leave. And looking at the leadership of NRM, it is not very easy for a party to consolidate power for over 40 years. That makes my party very strong, credible. It has been doing well for all those years. In any case, if there is anything that the young people view as undone, I believe that the party will absolutely work on it.
You are coming on the ruling party. How does the ruling party that you're coming in trying to help mostly the young people?
First, let's work together with the government before judging it. Can we try to work together on the programs that they commission? If they've commissioned the PDM, if you are supposed to be a beneficiary, can you please be part? If there is anything, can you speak out? So with that, I know that the government has really commissioned very many programs for its citizens here. I know that the government is doing its best. All we need to do is cooperate. Yes, there might be challenges like any other person faces challenges. Any other government faces challenges. But those cannot be bad enough to make me run away from a party I believe in, a party that has nurtured me into leadership.
Do you think your voice can be heard and these issues can be worked on?
You know, there are things you cannot just sit down and wait for government to do. But if you can't do something about it as an individual, come up and do something about it. The government has put their favorable environment for us. If it is not there, speak out. Because this government, I thank our president, he listens. When I was still at the university, we demonstrated for takeover. Some of us were even arrested. I mean, perhaps because we had issues somewhere we had gone on. But the government listened to us. Within a few days, we were in gazettes. Yes? And government took over our university.
Yes.
Meaning those voices are heard. A listening government. A government that thinks of its people.
To demonstrate, is it the best way for the government to hear the voices?
You know, we are under democratic type of governance. That is why everyone is free to stand up and say whatsoever they want to say, provided they are not abusing the law. So demonstrations in a democratic type of government are allowed. You can demonstrate peacefully. You inform the police about it, you go and demonstrate. They are a way of expressing yourselves. We've done that. Even here, we've done it several times and we've seen it work. Yes? So, government is doing well.
As we are clocking towards the closer of this episode, yes, would like to thank you for giving us your time, but you can give us your final remarks as we are approaching the closer of this episode.
Yes, I would love to appreciate the viewers out there. Thank you for always tuning in. And I'm saying I am the voice you need to go and represent you in Parliament. Speak for you. Speak about the difficulties that you face trying to develop our country. I will conclude by saying that anyone out there that comes from Fort Portal Tourism City, and the nation at large. You have a friend in Fort Portal, encourage them to support Komhimbo Roland, Woman Member of Parliament, 2026-2031. I love you so much. Stay blessed.
Thank you so much, each one of you, for watching us. It's been a great day and a great time to watch our show today. Thank you so much. I've been your host, Joseph Rombanyoro, for God and my country.